What's up, guys? So, like I said, we're on our way to go help my sister out. Got the house all locked up, the alarm set, everything is packed, putting a little heat in the engine before we take off. Got the dogs loaded up, got the kids loaded up. Everyone's got all their bags, everyone's got all their stuff. The dogs are gonna go spend the weekend at a doggy spa. That's really annoying. I've replaced the belt. Now instead of doing it all the time, it just does it until it's warm. So I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, we got a half-hour drive east to drop the dogs so we can turn around and go west for like 11 hours. Yes. Well, we got the dogs dropped and made it a whole 2 miles out of town, and now all traffic is stopped. Trip's off to a great start.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're in beautiful North Bend, Oregon.
Go ahead.
Where's the safety?
Oh.
She kicks for sure. Pretty much. Sorry, let me just.
What's up? So you enjoy that? Was that fun? Happens to be one of my favorite pastimes. So, the reason we came here to Coos Bay / North Bend, as you saw, my channel was hijacked by some of you may know. You've seen him in the comments, Chevy Dad 83, one of my absolute closest personal friends, and had him film some of the activities, and he decided that he was going to get his little shot of fame, and figured I'll throw it in there. So the reason for coming here, me and my sister were both raised that guns are bad. You don't want guns. Guns are evil. After my time in the service, I realized that is a bunch of bull, and as you saw, I have a little bit of a collection. That was some of what I have. But my sister finally bought her first gun, and since we were all raised that you should never have them, she had no idea what she was doing. So coming here was to educate her and show her how to safely take care of her firearm, because while it is a right and it is fun, it is also a responsibility. So we educated her, and her husband got to shoot some of the stuff and have a good time, and now we are going to go down and fix those tires, because I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I have a bubble right there in the sidewall, and one of them has a little nick in the sidewall where it's getting down to the cord. and the tread is gone, and it's coming off in like pieces. These tires are done. It was a very slow and cautious ride here. I didn't think that they were going to let go on basic driving if I were to use this truck to what it was designed for. Probably would have had a little bit more of an issue, but since we were just cruising around, I wasn't worried. I knew everything would be fine. Well, I was pretty sure everything would be fine. So we're gonna get a little heat in the engine, and I'm gonna take off and go get those tires. You guys in a bit. Okay, so first and foremost, we got some brand new tires on the Viper truck. She's safe now. We are all packed up again, and we're going to stop in and see some more family since it's right along the route home. Again, people we don't really get to see often living over where we do. A couple things. You all saw the check engine light earlier. I forgot to address that. It was the intake air temperature sensor. Not a very expensive part, and took all of 2 minutes to swap out, and issue resolved. No more check engine light. Truck runs phenomenal. Everything is outstanding. B, something seems to happen every time I come to Oregon. Brought my Corvette here. Transmission grenaded on the way home. Or right after I got home. Right as? I don't remember. It crapped itself. At approximately 70 miles an hour in 5th gear. It was manual. It decided that a really neat trick would be to engage reverse at the same time. So that transmission was no more. The next time I came, a few weeks later, was Grandpa's funeral, and since the whole family was coming, we brought the Duramax that I used to have. That is when that decided it was done, and why I now have the Streetwalker. It started about halfway here, started having a bunch of issues. Check engine light was coming on, fuel system just completely haywire, and I was able to keep clearing the codes and limp it home. And then like the last 40 miles it would not undo, and we drove at a whole 30 miles an hour home for the last little bit. So and then I brought the Harley and started getting some weird noises out of the rear axle on that. Took it into a shop, had it fixed. I don't remember what they said it was. And then I bring this, and there we go. But the Harley and this were not major issues. They were just issues. Anyway, the family's in there saying their goodbyes to my sister. So I will go ahead, get a little heat in the motor. Ah, that sound never gets old. So I'm gonna go in there and say my goodbyes to my sister, and I'll catch up with all you later. Alright guys, let's get away from that. Got up here to Springfield yesterday, spent the day with the in-laws. Always great to see them. You hear a lot of, I don't like my in-laws, and it's kind of like a running joke or whatever. I don't know. I happen to really like mine. Maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. But we're all packed. Everything's packed back up. Kids are in the truck. We are ready to go. Time to go get fuel, get some breakfast, and hit the road for the last time. Just got home a little bit ago. Got the truck unpacked. Went and mailed a package off to a buddy of mine that promised him I'd get done. And now it's time to do dinner and relax. So, quick recap. Took off Friday morning. Drove all day. Got into Coos Bay, Oregon, my hometown, and met up with Chevy Dad, who you all have seen be himself in the comments, and met up with my sister. Went out and ran through the basics of her new firearm, her first firearm. Congratulations. And then shot a bunch of other ones, some of mine, and took a quick detour into Mexico with Chevy Dad, where we learned the Viper truck needs a little more giddy up. Now, that was on the old tires, so I had to pedal 3 times to get it to hook up. And as you saw, it did have that check engine light. The IAT sensor was bad, and got that fixed. So that, not getting accurate IAT probably cut some power, and bald tires didn't really launch well. Now, regardless of all that, I don't think I would have taken his Camaro, as he's got a little bit of work done to it. Real, not crazy, just a little. And I do weigh about 3,000 pounds more than him at the time of the race. So, like I said, I don't think there is any way that this truck would have taken that car, but I think it would have been much closer had I not had that 3,000 pound weight disadvantage and the severe lack of traction. Then we returned from Mexico and hung out with my sister, hung out with some family. The bars were reopened that day in Oregon, so went and had a little bit of adult time. Went back and Saturday got new tires, which were much needed, as you saw. And after that, we headed north, went up and spent a day with the in-laws, which I very thoroughly enjoy. Any opportunity I have to spend time with them. And then got up this morning and came home. So, wife went to pick the dogs up from the doggy spa, and she should be back any second. We're gonna go do dinner. I'm gonna go in and edit this video and get it uploaded for you guys, and already got dispatched on my next unit, so tomorrow we are back to the normal channel. I am exhausted. So tomorrow we're back at it, back to normal, and I'll catch all you guys then. Take care.